So today I'm going to do my explanation demonstration on a pitch shot. So a pitch shot is not quite a full shot, but it's longer than a chip shot, just around the middle of the chip shot to full shot range. The yardage depends on the player itself. For a player for myself, it is anything between 35 to 80 yards. You can use a range of clubs, anything from a sand wedge, gap wedge, pitching wedge, 9-iron, like I said just before, all dependent on the player. It also depends on the shot at hand. So if you're trying to go over a bunker or an obstacle in the way, trying to get to land softly, you would use a club with more loft. If you're trying to get to a pin at the back of the green with no obstacles in front, maybe you might decide to use a club with less loft. But also, once again, it all depends on the player's choice. Firstly, I am going to talk you through the aim. So we want the aim, so I aim the club face 90 degrees to our target line. So if I'm going straight down the camera there, we want to be having the leading edge, which is this here, straight down the target line where our intended target. We also want the ball in the centre of the club face to help us improve the centre of strike, and this will also help us create the correct dynamic loft that we are looking for in the shot itself. So now I'll move on to the grip. So the grip itself, we want a nice neutral grip, nothing too complicated. So easiest way to do it, left hand on, have the V between your left thumb and left index finger, pointing at your right shoulder, and then put the right hand on, and then the V between your right thumb and right index finger, put it at your left shoulder. This will help us create the correct club face angle at address and at impact, and also help us create the correct club head speed by getting the correct grip, nice neutral grip, and then just slightly an inch or two, just gripping down the club for the intended shot. This will also help us create the correct dynamic loft with a nice neutral grip, so when we come into impact, we present it back just how we want it and produce the shot that's required. Ball position. So ball position, we would like to have in the centre of our stance. So if I take my stance here, ball position's nice in the middle of my stance. This will help us create the correct angle of approach, so descending blow into the ball. It also help us create the correct centres of strike and the correct dynamic loft. Because a ball position too far back, angle of approach will be too steep, too far down, or ball too far forward, the angle of approach will be too shallow or too up, and could cause a large arrangement of different types of shots. So make sure the ball position is in the centre of the stance to help us get the correct centres of strike, dynamic loft, and angle of approach. Next, body alignment. So body alignment really only affects one thing, which is swing direction. So if we say I'm going to be hitting the shot down here, pitch shot down this way. If I stand here, we want to make sure our shoulders, hips, knee and feet are all square to the target line or where we want to hit the shot itself. If I aim too far right, swing direction will be too far to the right, and same again, if too far left, swing direction will be too far to the left. So what we want to do, make sure feet, knees, hips, shoulders all square so that our swing direction can be down the intended start line and target line. Next thing, posture and stance. So we want a nice athletic posture. Easiest way to achieve this, if you just stand up straight, slight bend at the hips, and then when we feel the weight going across the balls of our feet, a nice slight bend at the knees. This will help us get in the correct athletic posture for our desired shot, and also this will help us create the correct club head speed for the shot itself. So if we are going for a shorter yardage, say 30-yard pitch or 40-yard pitch, we would have a much smaller stance. Our posture remains the same, nice athletic posture, but our stance would be shorter, and this would help us adjust club head speed to the yardage we're going to. So say that's 40 yards, it can then say 70 yards be a lot wider. The stance changes, but the posture itself does not. And this will help us achieve the correct centredness of strike. Also, because a posture with too much right side bend or left side bend would alter the centredness of strike and also the descending blow into the ball itself. The last and final thing I'll be talking about today is swing shape. So a pitch shot is a 2-lever system, and we are looking to create an L to L shape. So on the way back, so we get into that nice posture, nice neutral grip, and then 1 lever, 2 lever, L, So you create the L on the takeaway or the backswing. The L should be created when your hands are level with your right shoulder or your trail shoulder, and on the way through, create it again when your hands are level with your lead shoulder. So if you put all that together, make sure we've got our club face 90 degrees to our target line, stance all square, good athletic posture, good neutral grip. Should look something like this.